Hello and welcome to another episode of the FFtalk, where football is life and life is football, period. I don't care what you have to say. If you do not love football, what do you love? Like, what else is there to love? I'm sure there are other things to love, don't get me wrong, but I mean, football is life, man, guys. This weekend was absolutely phenomenal. Well, I'm gonna take a chill pill on that. If you're a United fan, just like me, you can see all jerseys up top. It wasn't all that fun for me, but from an FPL perspective, it wasn't bad. But I'm gonna jump right into it. On this episode, I'm gonna be recapping game week 14 and also discussing the pregame for game week 15. So, right, top on the list, first game, Arsenal Wolves. I mean, Arsenal just balling. I said on my last episode, like, it's just, there's this thing about them, this chemistry that's just unstoppable right now. You have Saka, you have Odegaard, you have Jesus, Declan Rice in the middle. I mean, it's, whatever Arteta is doing, big ups to him, because they are just doing the job. They played Wolves. I didn't expect Wolves to surprise them at the Emirates, but the quality of football from Arsenal was phenomenal. Especially the first half, man. Like, it felt like, okay, it's December, right? And these games are coming in very quick. Like, let's just get it easy, done. First half, get it, wrap it up. I felt that was the game plan for Arteta, for Arsenal. And you could see the intensity, just, they were going. Second half, same kind of momentum, but it kind of slowed down. I think that's what caused, well, I mean, it's football. Mistakes happen. Shevchenko, he had an incident where he didn't clear the ball properly and Wolves scored. But overall for Arsenal, I feel they got some good games. They got some good run. They're finding the rhythm and they're a joy to watch. I mean, this is coming from a United fan. Like, I love football. And I love to see teams that play good football. Right now, Arsenal are phenomenal. So that game, great shout outs to Arsenal. They're doing their thing, top of the league. Hey, can't ask for a better way to enter December. But the games are coming pretty fast this month, so we'll jump into that later on. Who else? The big one. City Spurs. Oh my gosh. Ange Ball is back. Ange Ball, my Ange Ball is back. Man, that was a good game. That was, I'm not sure if it's the game of the it is on paper, it's the game of the weekend, definitely, yeah. But man, they delivered. Like, it was Man City, right? At Etihad, the citizens, they play their football. They do well. Pep's boys rallying up, the possession game, high press, getting in there. It was a good game in terms of Man City never changed their style. And people were expecting, okay, is Ange going to change his style of play? Man, Ange Ball was rolling, man. Son scored the first, then he had an own goal. Games kept going back to back. But the determination from Spurs was what I like. And it's entertaining football. If anything, I'm always excited about the matchup because you are going to expect goals or some level of surprise. I don't know. It's just super entertaining. And what Ange has brought to Spurs right now is breathtaking. If I wasn't a Manchester United supporter, honestly, man, I know they say Spurs haven't won trophies, they don't win this, but the level of football, and they've been playing entertaining football for a while now. It's not just Ange. When Pochettino was there, I love their football too. But it's just this thing about them winning trophies, right? But hey, back to the game. They were just awesome. I love their style of play. I don't know how December is gonna look for them. It's been a rough couple of weeks for them, coming back from like 3 losses in a row to now get that draw. That draw felt like a win for, if you're a Spurs fan, granted you got that draw, a point at the Etihad, count yourself, it's a good day at the office. So I just commend them for the job they did. I'm just gonna see, hopefully December is here too. They got, like, everyone's having those games coming up real quick, so we'll see what's gonna happen. But what I'd like to focus on next is Liverpool Fulham. Man, what a game. What a golazo of goals. Are you kidding me? Trent Alexander-Arnold. That guy is... They're calling him Tremendous Trent right now. That's the name they're giving the guy. Like, the goal he scored... Okay, let's move on, recap. Last weekend against City, he scored against City. 2, this weekend against Fulham, he scored again. Not just the way he's scoring, it's his mentality on the ball. It's how his new role that Klopp is giving him. You know, he's been moved to midfield, I think, in the England national team, and now same thing with Liverpool, putting him in that position. This new role that has been created for him right now is just making this guy just feel like he's unstoppable. I don't know if it's the soccer boots, because now he's signed on with Adidas, used to be with New Balance, but now he's got a deal with Adidas. And the Predators, man, that was a way to launch it, man. But man, he is a wicked goal. The free kick, man. Unfortunately, the rule says if the ball bounces off the goalkeeper, it's an own goal. So they didn't give him the goal. That was a classic free kick. But yeah, Trent did his thing. He scored the winner. I believe he scored the winner. Yeah, he scored the winner with a cracking shot of a goal. I was like, whoa. But yeah, he's doing his own. Major shout out to Klopp on this game, because Liverpool, they like to play this high intensity, let me just go at them, press them. You could feel it that Fulham had a game plan of just slowly calming the tempo, which is how they were able to get their 3rd goal. But Klopp had to do his man management, the scene management, bring in the right players. Endolicious goal, that's what I call that one. Top crack. Before that too, McAllister scored the second one, gave me a 4-3. McAllister scored the second goal. That was just a cracker of a goal. I don't know, it's a contender of goal of the season. And this goal was awesome. Then Trent, like I mentioned, I mean, it's just phenomenal games. These 3 games were what I'll say the epitome of this is why we love the Premier League. But I want to just wrap it up without talking about the disaster. I would say the disaster because I'm a Man United fan. The disaster that happened at St. James Park. My goodness. Eddie Howe is turning freaking water to wine type miracles. Like, he's got players in Newcastle that his team, literally, they've got a lot of injured players, but they're delivering week in, week out. Unfortunately, what happened in Champions League with PSG last minute, but came into this game with, maybe that's what even galvanized them, but they came in this game. I mean, Manchester United and Newcastle in the past, the games have been awesome, like history. But this particular one, Newcastle just, they took control. They leveled the 12th man with the fans, man. The atmosphere was just, oh my gosh, like and it's sad because from a Manchester United fan, like just watching that, I was feeling like, why can't we play like this, guys? You know, like why can't Eric Ten Hag just have the same screwing on our players the way Newcastle are playing week in, week out? It's just, they're tremendous, man. They're awesome to watch. The way they move off the ball, the way they just run at player. Shout out to Anthony Gordon. His face did that against Chelsea, he did it against Arsenal, now his face is against Manchester United. I'm like, man, this guy is just doing massive stuff, man. He's quality, and that's without them being with a full squad. Like, wow. But anyways, 1-0 that game ended. Talking about Anthony, I guess Anthony Martial. I don't know which of the Anthonys was going on with our end of Anthony. That was I think Etienne was trying to tell him to just push up or just give it your all, you know. It's just not there for Manchester United right now. I don't know what's going on. Tisho, Sancho, I mean, Rashford not being the best like he used to be this season. He's probably going through some internal stuff. I don't know, man. I just hope and pray things change for the better. But hey, that's why I'm gonna leave it, because I don't want to keep rattling about Manchester United and our drama right now. But jumping into the pre-game for game week 15, my focus is gonna be, I mean, it's, like I mentioned, it's December. There are a lot of games coming in thick and fast. I see Gordon and again at the back of my screen. The games are coming in thick and fast. The schedule for United this December, oh my gosh, God help us. I don't know, but we'll see how it goes, one game at a time. But next game week 15, we're having kicks off on Tuesday this week, which was like just a couple of days for these guys to rest. Shout out to all these athletes, man. I guess that's where they get paid the big bucks. But it's the Premier League. It's December, man. So first game I'm talking about is Luton Arsenal. I'm just go through the games I'm gonna just give my comments on. Villa, Man City, Manchester United, Chelsea, Tottenham, West Ham. So Luton, they've been great. I didn't expect them to do this good in the Premier League, like newly promoted. I mean, their stadium is, I call it a stadium that's still being developed, because it's not like a Premier League standard stadium. It's like a Division 1, no offense to, you know, those kind of teams, but Division 1 kind of standard stadium. Like, you can literally see the backyard of someone while you're going into the stadium. It's just crazy. But they've been great. They play Arsenal. Arsenal is in form right now. I'm reckoning there's gonna be a surprise. I saw the way they played against Liverpool. Luton when it comes to the bigger clubs, it's like, I'm playing these guys, you know. I want to perform. I want to give this. And I think it's gonna be a surprise. Yes, I did mention give all the praise to Arsenal. I reckon that game might just end 1-1 draw. Like, it's just gonna be one of those tight games. Also, it's Tuesday. It's like, you know, the Arsenal, they're used to Champions League, now playing in midweek. I don't know. It's just something about that Luton ground. I feel there's gonna be a huge surprise. Next up will be Villa against the Citizens. Villa, they're doing great this season. Shout out to Watkins and Bailey. Unai Emery's doing a lot of great stuff there. I believe that the game against Manchester City, though, they'll have to play their game. They shouldn't show too much respect to City if they want to win that game. But I reckon that game will be... Citizens are gonna come out raging, man. Especially what just happened against Spurs, where I forgot to mention there was a goal that could have happened last minute where the ref blew, and it just didn't go well for them. Like, I think that they're still gonna have that anger in them. Like, look, we just had this chance to almost win this game against Spurs. And like I said, Villa, they're having great momentum right now, but I think it's gonna be a tight one. But I feel City might just edge that one out. I'm not a great predictor. This is just what I'm just feeling. Hey, it's my perspective, is my show. I can say whatever I want, right? But hey, we'll see what happens there. Who else? Manchester United, Chelsea. Oh my gosh. Yeah. What a time to play Chelsea, right? Chelsea did win their game against Brighton. So they've got a bit of charisma. like confidence. I just hope Manchester United can just turn around. We're playing at Old Trafford. Old Trafford is not a fortress anymore. It's sad to say, but it's the fact. When United has to come out hungry, like it's December, these games, and I think the same tactics they should use is first half, just go like 45 minutes of play, man. It's cold, it's winter, just go. Give you all you got. Next half, provided things go well, then change things up. Hey, it's Ten Hag is the manager. I hope he just does something. I hope the players play. I hope Manchester United players come out and play for these fans, because we need something fresh, man. We need something. I know the last game against Galatasaray, yeah, we're unfortunate, but just let's go. Predictions about that one. I think Manchester United is gonna beat Chelsea. Not just because I'm saying I'm a Man U fan, but I think we're gonna edge that one. Maybe a 2-1 win. Let's see there. Oh yeah, United on that one. Tottenham West Ham is the last one I'm gonna pre-game here. Ange ball is still rolling. I don't see West Ham stopping these guys. Like, I mean, they're doing well. They got some key players. Some of their core players that's got injured, but they're still finding this. They haven't changed their style of play, and I reckon a London derby at Spurs versus West Ham. David Moyes is, box to box kind football. I feel Spurs will edge that one out. It shouldn't be a crazy game, but it'll be a good game though. But other than that, like I said, the positives for me was FPL because my team sucked, but I did have some good choices. December again is upon us. These games are going to be coming really fast. So the greatest thing I would say is what I'm doing is I'm making my selection based on, okay, these are my core starters. These are the people I feel are going to be rotated a lot during this time of the season. And looking at, there are a lot of cool home games, right? Looking at who's having momentum right now. So the key thing is going to be just the selection on those. Those are going to be my artifacts on why I'm making selections. Of course, you have your Alans, you have your Salahs, you have, those core guys. But at the same time, I feel, and game week 15 is when the Klopp is going to kick in. So I'm going to have to try to see differential picks right now. It's not just, okay, let's captain Salah, let's captain Haaland, I need to now see, okay, these are the games. Who am I feeling is good? Good pointer right now, TAA. Trent is a must. I would say is a good have, not a must have. Reason being, the way the games Liverpool have for this period of the season, they're quite inviting. And the role TAA is playing right now in the midfield, you can't overlook that right now, man. I'm not going to overlook it. I'm going to find a way to bring that lad in. Like his positioning, he's on set pieces, he's on freaking corner kicks,